Jones?
She pitched up last July, I think it was, and then she hightailed it pretty sharpish.
July, you're sure about that?
I think so, there or thereabouts.
Yet, Elaine Jones tells us that you visited her at Weatherfield General on the 2nd of December, so whose account's correct?
Mine, but I would say that. Depends if you believe the woman in the nut house or me.
I would now like to show the court some CCTV footage from the hospital from the 2nd of December.
You may proceed.
Is that you there, Mr. Metcalf, wearing the baseball cap and mask?
Don't think so.
You deny it?
I'm just saying it could be Donald Trump for all I can tell.
I appreciate it's difficult given the man's obvious efforts to conceal his identity.
It looks like a fellow walking across a car park to me.
It's strange, though. He always seems to be on the periphery of the camera coverage, don't you think?
Only if you've got too much time on your hands.
You have to admit that the figure there is doing their best to remain unseen as they enter the hospital.
He's walking in. What do you want him to do? Stand on his head and whistle Dixie?
There. Is that you entering the lobby? See, that lobby there is just outside the mental health ward, where Elaine Jones was being treated.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Why do you keep rubbing your face? Oh, obscuring it from the camera.
Don't ask me.
There, you're doing it again. Almost entirely covering your face. Was that the purpose?
It's not me, so I can't tell you why a complete stranger is scratching his nose. Maybe his mask was rubbing, I don't know.
Okay, all right. The next piece of footage I'd like to show the court is of a car registration plate. Is that your car registration plate, Mr. Metcalf?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Thank you. Having established from the CCTV that the man in the hospital did not park at the hospital, we did some checking with nearby car parks. We received this registration last night. The car park in question uses number plate recognition technology. Do you happen to know when and where this was taken? For the benefit of the court, this was taken at a municipal car park half a mile from the hospital. If you look at the timestamp right there, it says the 2nd of December at 14:04. That's half an hour before Elaine Jones places you at the hospital. Now, the following car park footage is much more clear. Is that you emerging from your car, Mr. Metcalf?
Yes.
And is that you donning the baseball cap and mask?
Yes.
And if we look at the comparative stills of the hospital footage and the car park CCTV, would you now agree that the man in the car park, who you've already conceded is yourself, and the man in the hospital are one and the same?
I suppose so. Yes.